It appears that the gaming industry is not as recession-proof as we had anticipated, as Midway is in deep financial trouble. This is just one of the major stories this week in gaming. Blizzard Chief Operating Officer Paul Sams says that StarCraft II will be having a beta released in the coming months. When exactly that means is impossible to tell, but things are looking better for a 2009 release of this highly anticipated real-time strategy game. Midway is responsible for game franchises such as the Mortal Kombat series, but it appears now that they filed under Chapter 11, going bankrupt as they owe over $100 million in debt. The NPD numbers for January are just in. Here are the sales results for the month of January 2009. The Wii comes out on top once again, selling over 650,000 units. The DS comes in second, and the Xbox 360 comes in third, with the PS3, PSP, and PS2 still trailing behind. And finally, a new God of War 3 trailer has been released. It shows a lot of the things that we've seen in previous God of War trailers, only now it's a full cinematic.
Death is in my blood. Fate has brought me here. I hope for nothing. Fear nothing.
"2008 was a fantastic year for games. So many heavy hitters came out along with a few surprises, so I'm going to give you the best games of the year and tell you which ones were my favorites. So here we go. First up, we've got Developer of the Year. This award goes to the nicest game maker as a reward for being cool and giving gamers tons of stuff. Here are the nominees.
Criterion, for their never-ending, mostly free DLC for Burnout Paradise. Harmonix for the ridiculous amount of downloadable songs put out for the Rock Band games. Media Molecule for their work on Little Big Planet and the awesome network they've set up. And finally, DICE for releasing 2 great games, Battlefield Bad Company and Mirror's Edge.
And the winner is Criterion. Not only did they release their open-world action racing game Burnout Paradise early last year, but they fixed most complaints and added things that we didn't even know we wanted, mostly free of charge. Our next award goes to the biggest disappointment of the year. Here are the nominees.
Too Human. The game was in development for 10 years and this is the best they could do? Fable 2's co-op mode. If you can get past the fact that you can't bring your own character into someone else's world, you still have to constantly wrestle with the god-awful camera. The new Xbox experience. The update gave us so much, and most of it doesn't work so well. We got Netflix, but a very small catalog, and we got a party mode, but it disconnects you every 10 minutes. The last nominee is Star Wars The Force Unleashed. The previews looked so good, but the game ended up being just another run-of-the-mill action game.
And the winner, or loser depending on your point of view, is the Fable 2 co-op mode. Considering the amount of hype you put around this co-op mode, Molyneux, you really didn't deliver much. You seem to be building up quite a track record for this. Our next set of nominees is for the best innovation of 2008. The candidates are
the map community and editor of Little Big Planet. It's so easy to get the hang of making levels and it's as complex as you want it to be. First-person parkour in Mirror's Edge. Never mind the terrible story and combat, getting into a huge chain of leaps and slides is one of the most exhilarating experiences of the year. VATS in Fallout 3. It may seem like it would get old, but pausing the game to take careful aim and blow someone's head off apparently never ceases to entertain. Fire propagation in Far Cry 2. Almost nothing is more satisfying than throwing a Molotov in the grass outside an enemy encampment and watching the blaze engulf the entire outpost.
And the winner is Mirror's Edge's first-person parkour. Running along a wall, jumping off, and sailing through the air to land on another building is so satisfying it makes the length of the game even more painful. Moving on to awards going to actual games. Our first set of nominees is for the best downloadable game. The candidates are